from Door for Nespresso. I'm Doug.
I'm Barb.
And this is the working parts of our new Apex manual coffee grinder. The basic, we want to start with the most important part. This is the Burr. The Burr is a pyramidal tooth burr that's highly machined, sometimes called a ghost burr. You can see that this is a matched pair. The moving burr is bigger than the stationary burr in our design. They fit together thusly and move smoothly one against the other. These are some of the parts just laid out for demonstration. This is the adjusting wheel, which has a roller bearing inside, and it accepts a set of needle bearings and thrust washers to give smooth operation thusly. At the end, we have another set of needle bearings. We have a very heavy-duty tensioning spring. The whole basis of the machine, the central functioning part, is the axle. The axle is mounted, once again, roller bearings on each end, precision axle, and all of these parts are attached to the axle or attached to the frame, centered to the axle. This is the way it's constructed. This is our final black chassis. This is our assembled working chassis. All the mechanicals are mounted in this, almost like a big cassette that installs into the grinder. Okay, the adjustment, I'm fine on this end, coarse on this end. As I move to the coarse direction, the burrs get farther apart. The adjustment is held by the tensioning spring down on this end. It's capped off there for easy installation of the spring. This end, we have the Planetary Gear Box. The Planetary gives us the speed for efficient grinding throughout the range. The Planetary works like this. This is the outer housing, which holds the ring gear stationary. The ring gear is stationary. The planets are turned by the handle. The planets increase the power of the sun gear, which fits in the center. This is a basic speed increase system for a Planetary gearbox. That's our Planetary. The auger is formed with a long spring that, in right-hand direction, the auger is moving the beans down into the burr set. Left-hand direction, we reverse the spring to continue moving the beans down into the burr set, but allowing an overhand turn. We take out this screw, wrap the spring in another direction, and it's now a left-handed grinder because the burr is bidirectional. The burr really doesn't care. It's machined so it will operate effectively in either direction. Now, once we have assembled this chassis, the body parts of the grinder, that they're all cast zinc, so they're quite heavy. Zinc is really dense. This is a pre-production uncoated part. The base simply bolts into the thing in the right direction, I might add. Okay. The base bolts in through the bottom, creating a very heavy, stable piece. This is our inner frame. Our chassis attaches to another die-cast zinc inner frame, so we have a form like this. Once we have this mounted, it installs into the main housing. So you see we have quite a lot of zinc, metal throughout, plastic we used where it was appropriate, ABS in this case, and we have one final little thing to show, that this completes the grind chamber. This part, it slides over and it clips down, so all of the coffee grounds are contained within the grinding chamber and expelled through the integrated chute in the bottom. That's the mechanical parts of the grinder. It's a bit complicated. It requires really not a lot of special tools to put together and take apart, but it requires a lot of technique. So we have videos coming up talking about cleaning the grinder, which you will partially disassemble the grinder to this state and no farther. No axle pulling or anything else required. The alignment is set. This is held in place by 2 screws. It's a very It's a very good system. It's a joy to experience this part all in one chassis, and all your parts are right there. And I think that's basically what we've got to talk about today, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, well, thanks for joining.